Hello guys, it is Shadow here from HDVoltageGaming, and we've been playing more Assassin's Creed. In the last episode, we went through the whole tutorial of Assassin's Creed, then we played through the sort of beginning, but now we're finally getting into more story and less of boring tutorials. Anyway, in the last episode, Masyaf Castle was attacked by the Templars, which followed Malik from Solomon's Temple.
What's happened? Templars.
This is basically this guy's just asking us to go clear out the Templars. Basic gist of it. Anyway, so a lot more action in this. We're going to get into this, more fighting. There wasn't much in the last episode, I don't think. We're going to get into the Leap of Faith mechanic, and we're gonna defend our hometown from the evil Templars. There is quite a lot of dialogue in this episode, as there is in. Actually, no. Sorry, I'm saying things wrong. There won't be much dialogue as soon as we leave Masyaf to go on our assassinations. Then it'll just be on us on our own, and I can freely talk. Anyway, fighting mechanics. Left trigger, of course, lock onto your target. And we're going to go and stab that guy right in the chest. Lock onto this guy. Seeing as this is the first real sort of fight you get into, I would highly recommend just getting out your short blade and throwing knives at people from a distance. Whereas I can go and sort of chop people's necks and kick them in the shins and... well, shins, kick them in the neck, really. Because I'm, well, more experienced. Anyway, yeah, if you're new to the game, just, you know, stand back, maybe don't jump off that hill and just stand up there and throw knives at them. You get about 11 or I think 15 knives, really. So this is what I'm going to do. Just throw some knives. I missed the first one because I didn't lock on. If you don't lock on, you will just randomly throw knives. There's a bale of hay, but I accidentally ran into that. Of course, you can't become anonymous during these scenes. This is specific stuff. I'm going to just quickly knock this guy, stab, slice his throat, and stab him. There are very gruesome sort of counters. You can go through this entire game just countering. At least, well, not a bit before you get the counter. I'm being stupid now. And I accidentally throw a knife right in that guy's stomach. You probably don't want to be throwing knives at your own citizens. You don't actually get told off for doing it. Told off, you don't get. There's nothing bad happens if you do it, but at least none that I'm aware of. I wouldn't go just killing your own citizens. Bit retarded. You can't save any of these people, which I find kind of annoying. I think it'd be better if you could save them while they're trying to fight Templars. And this guy, I'm going to just teabag him because I feel like it. You wanna know how I'm doing this sort of spastic teabag? You just hold down blend and then right trigger, and you sort of just spastically go up and down. Alright, fighting is done. We're gonna retreat back to the castle. As you can see, you kind of zoom out to see the Templars are just casually sitting there. I love this bit. Memory fast forwards, very useful. Very useful mechanic in the game, so you don't have to backtrack so much. Something I wish a lot of games had. So they'd probably be something else, you wouldn't just be fast forwarding memories. Alright, we're gonna, instead of going returning to our master, we're gonna climb up here. I don't think the ladder's there normally. So you can't just climb up here and do whatever you want. I don't know, it might be. What's weird is the guards at Masyaf still wonder why you're doing this, even though literally 2 seconds ago you were asked to do it. So they're calling you a child, it's a bit ridiculous, but it's fine. Ignore them. I go to the wrong plank, it's actually that one over there. And then the guy somehow teleports onto it. And cutscene, I'm gonna shut up.
Return what you have stolen from me!
You've no claim to it, Robert. Take yourself from here before I'm forced to thin your ranks further.
You play a dangerous game!
I assure you, this is no game.
So be it! Bring forth the hostage! Your village lays in ruins, and your stores are hardly endless. How long before your fortress crumbles from within? How disciplined will your men remain when the wells run dry and their food is gone?
My men do not fear death, Robert. They welcome it, and the rewards it brings.
Good. Then they shall have it all around.
Follow me, and do so without hesitation.
Show this fool knight.
Right, here is the leap of faith. I'm just going to quickly cut in on our so he's basically telling us to jump off this. Very simple, right trigger and A while pressing forwards, basically just try and sprint off the edge and you will activate a cutscene. You cannot miss if you do it correctly. If you do the thing where you end up sort of, you know, flipping onto your back, that means you will not miss. If you don't do that, you're basically screwed. Basically going to check on this guy, and did you see his leg? Holy shit. The guy's just sort of caressing his crotch. I'm not going to say anything. Maybe that's just his way of... Maybe that's just his medicinal ways. I don't know. This bit here, be a bit careful. You will die if you jump off the cliff. You're not gonna... the entire ground will not just be littered with bales of hay. No. I did almost screw up twice in a row here. But then I sort of got it eventually. We've got a climbing segment next. Basically, it's a very fairly simple one. Yeah, I cannot talk today. As you can see, many handles. It's not one specific route. You can take multiple routes. I mean, I could have just easily climbed up to the thing I'm holding on right now, but I decided not to. Anyway, I guess while we're climbing, I might discuss some more Assassin's Creed stuff. I didn't truly explain the character of Desmond Miles last time. To put it in perspective for people who have not don't really know the sort of story of Assassin's Creed, the whole we're going to go into a bit more later, so I'll probably pick up on it then. But basically, Desmond Miles, he's a descendant of many assassins, not just one, which picks up more in Assassin's Creed 2 with a different ancestor, being Ezio.
His force is broken.
Okay, we're gonna have a cutscene. I'll pick this back up in a sec.
Tell me, do you know why it is you are successful? You listened. Were it that you'd listened in Solomon's temple, Altair, all of this would have been avoided.
I did as I was asked.
No, you did as you pleased. Malik has told me of the arrogance you displayed, your disregard for our ways.
What are you doing?
There are rules. We are nothing if we do not abide by the Assassin's Creed. 3 simple tenets, which you seem to forget. I will remind you. First and foremost, stay your blade.
From the flesh of an innocent. I know.
And stay your tongue, unless I give you leave to use it. If you are so familiar with this tenet, then why did you kill the old man inside the temple? He was innocent. He did not need to die. Your insolence knows no bounds. Make humble your heart, child, or I swear I'll tear it from you with my own hands. The second tenet is that which gives us strength. Hide in plain sight. Let the people mask you such that you become one with the crowd. Do you remember? Because as I hear it, you chose to expose yourself, drawing attention before you'd struck. The third and final tenet. The worst of all your betrayals. Never compromise the Brotherhood. Its meaning should be obvious. Your actions must never bring harm upon us, direct or indirect. Yet your selfish act beneath Jerusalem placed us all in danger. Worse still, you brought the enemy to our home. Every man we've lost today was lost because of you. I am sorry. Truly I am. But I cannot abide a traitor.
I am not a traitor.
Your actions indicate otherwise. And so you leave me no choice. Peace be upon you, Altair.
Okay. We're now going to leave the Animus, and I think during this little cutscene we get in a second, I'll probably pick up where I left off about the character of Desmond Miles.
He's experiencing a far better adoption rate than the other subjects.
I'm still pulling him out. He's been in there way too long.
No, not yet. We're still so far from where we need to be.
We shouldn't risk it.
What's another hour or two?
Why don't we discuss this in the conference room? Give Desmond a minute to stretch his legs.
I really don't see the need.
Warren, please.
Fine.
Okay, they're gonna go discuss some shit in the conference room, and we're gonna casually walk into our bedroom. Anyway, as I was saying, Desmond Miles, his character is basically, he comes from a long line of assassins, and that's what the Animus is used for, to track his ancestry, and then you get to experience the memories that ancestor had, using the Animus, of course. Right now, and the ancestor we're currently looking at in the Animus is, of course, Altair, the assassin from the Third Crusade.
Man, I can't
From the time period of the Third Crusade, he's not part of it. Anyway, we're going to casually walk in the bathroom and sort of stand on the sink and hear through the vent, but
You're questioning my authority in front of the prisoner. There's a word for that. I believe it's called insubordination.
they're basically talking about how Lucy sort of, I don't know if you can hear, it's quite muffled. At least I can hear. Basically what they're saying is, the professor didn't like how Lucy sort of just spoke out of turn in front of him, in front of Desmond, sort of undermined the professor, but whatever. Personally, I don't really care. Anyway, Desmond Miles, long descendant of many assassins, and they're trying to collect a specific part of information from Altair's memory using Desmond as a prisoner, and I'm kind of spazzing out the camera. Lol. There we go, I think that's the conversation over. Can't actually hear what's going on. And we go. Of course there's a shower. I don't think I actually ever use this. I was just trying to see if I could actually interact with the shower. I wasn't trying to get into bed. I just think I'm going to walk back and do some stuff. I'm wondering, where are they? They're not in the conference room, but of course they've teleported behind the door. For some reason the sound has turned off. Don't know what's happened. Did not notice this when I was taking a look. Anyway, they locked the door and we're just going to go to sleep. Simple enough. I have a little flash there of some strange symbols. Maybe we'll find out what that is, and that is extremely creepy. Guy's just sort of looking at us like a massive pedophile. Just look at him. You know he was enjoying that. You just know. For some reason the audio is cut out here, but I'll explain what they're talking about, seeing as I basically already know. Desmond's basically asking the professor why they've captured him and what they're hoping to achieve. He's basically saying the world is pretty crap, it hasn't changed since the time of Altair, and that the world needs guidance, and that's basically what he's trying to do. Now, I just explained it, the whole ideal of the Templars, in about 5 seconds. You could thank me later. Okay. Jeez, this conversation went on for a long time. Ah, that's probably why this sound cut out. Yes, we still have a bit of technical difficulties when it comes to recording, but, jeez, wow, whoa. Hopefully the audio can cut back in afterwards. I think we're about to transition video segments, so hopefully the audio will pick back up. There we go. As I'm recording this during the editing segment, I can kind of see all different sections of the videos which have been cut up, and oh my god, the Animus is spazzing out. Trust me, that's not my dazzle. Just kidding. JK? Anyway, we're returning to the memories of Altair. As you can see on the loading screen, Altair has lost all of his weapons. No knives, no sword, no short blade, no hidden blade either, but you can't really see that. And you're gonna find out why now.
But I saw you stab me. Felt death's embrace.
You saw what I wanted you to see, and then you slept the sleep of the dead, of the womb, that you might awake and be reborn.
To what end?
Do you remember, Altair, what it is the assassin fight for?
In peace. In all things.
Yes, in all things. It is not enough to end the violence one man commits upon another. It refers to peace within as well. You cannot have one without the other.
So it is said.
So it is! But you, my son, have not found inner peace. It manifests in ugly ways. You are arrogant and overconfident.
Were you not the one to say that nothing is true and everything is permitted?
You do not understand the true meaning of the phrase, my child. It does not grant you the freedom to do as you wish. It is a knowledge meant to guide your senses. It expects a wisdom you clearly lack.
Then what is to become of me?
I should kill you for the pain you've brought upon us. Malik thinks it only fair. Your life in exchange for his brother's. But this would be a waste of my time and your talents. You'll see you have been stripped of your possessions. Your rank as well. You are a novice. A child once more. As you were on the day you first joined our order. I am offering you a chance at redemption. You'll earn your way back into the Brotherhood.
I assume you've something planned.
First, you must prove to me you remember how to be an assassin.
So you'd have me take a life?
No. Not yet, at least. For now, you're to become a student once again.
There is no need for this.
Others tracked your targets for you, but no more. From today on, you will track them yourself.
If this is what you wish.
It is.
Then tell me what it is that I must do.
We have been betrayed. Someone was assisting Robert de Sable, one of our own. You must find him and bring him here for questioning.
What can you tell me of the traitor?
But that's just it. I've given you all I will. The rest is up to you.
Okay, here we go. Okay, as I was saying, we've been demoted now. We've lost all of our weapons, apart from our hands, because you can't exactly just cut off our hands. I guess you could, but that would be really annoying. Anyway, while it's showing you being demoted, you can't run, so I'm not walking because I want to. I would rather just run. There we go. As I was saying, we are going to get interrupted again, but it's just some idiot explaining some stuff that's pretty goddamn obvious.
Safety and peace.
Maybe I'll just let him talk.
Yes, Al-Mualim has asked that I assist you. Remind you how it is we hunt our prey.
I know how it works.
Be that as it may, I have no desire to disobey.
Then be quick.
The Assassin have many tools at their disposal.
Yes. We can eavesdrop, we can pickpocket, or we can use violence to intimidate.
Good, you remember.
So you'd have me walk amongst the others and learn what I can about the traitor?
Yes. Begin by going to the village market. That's where we first spotted the traitor.
You know who it is?
Perhaps.
Then give me a name and let's be done with it.
That's not the way it works. Now go. And remember, begin your search in the village market.
Okay. Going to go head to the village market now. And yeah, basically, as you can see, also we've lost all our health because we've been demoted. You can regain. We will regain all our health back and items and expertise, extra damage eventually. Of course, bit by bit as we slowly regain our thing. Anyway, I'm gonna jump off here just because I know it's a shortcut. Yeah, that's basically when I'm leaving Masyaf. That's the route I take. It's probably the quickest. I don't know. If it isn't, then I don't know. You guys can tell me in the comments. You also probably don't want to disturb any of the guards because they... I don't think... Actually, no. I'm not too sure if they can attack you. I don't know. It'd be pretty unfair if they could. You have no way of defending yourself. Apart from your fists. Anyway, first little mini quest subject thingy bob here. We're going to eavesdrop. Way you do that is find a bench. Sort of look in the general direction, lock on, and press Y to listen.
Musun opened the gate. He let the Templars in.
Then you must tell Al-Muallim.
I can't. Masun did not act alone. Someone inside the fortress helped him.
What makes you say this?
He exchanges letters with someone inside. The basket weaver carries them for him.
That's no reason to stay silent.
Ah, but the weaver delivered him a letter just before the attack. I suspect it held the order to open the gate.
Then speak to the weaver. He can name Masun's accomplice.
He's disappeared, hiding for fear of being dragged into this.
Probably inside one of his own baskets.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, so Basket Weaver is apparently delivering secret letter thingies to some traitor guy, whatever. Don't really care too much, sort of just like a menial side quest if you want to play into. Anyway, we're gonna go to the Basket Weaver, it's up here.
Please, just one. We lost everything in the
We're gonna listen in, you don't need to find a bench for this. You could just sort of just target it and then, you know, try not to be too close. If you disturb them at all, then it will screw it up.
The letter you received when I
So don't go running into them.
Bad news?
I don't know what you're talking about. Listen, I'll see what I can do, but please, I need to be alone right now. Come back later.
As you wish.
Okay, here we go. Okay, so we know the Basket Weaver, he's been delivering secret letters. He recently just got one, as explained by that lady that was just here. And we're basically gonna pickpocket him to see what stuff he had. I think, no. What did we do? I thought we were gonna beat him up. Or is that the next thing? That's the next thing. No, what we did was pickpocket him. I should explain that. Basically, you want to walk casually. You don't really want to run and try and pickpocket someone. Not too smart. You want to casually walk behind them and hold down the B button. You outstretch your hand. You might want to jiggle about the control stick just so you can basically reach for their back pocket. Your hand will probably end up going through them, and eventually you'll get it. It takes a bit of getting used to. It's pretty hard to do when you first start out doing it, but a bit of practice and it becomes pretty easy mode. As you can see, you don't really want to immediately go for it. Give him a second. Anyway, this guy is basically preaching to the people in the middle of Massive Castle, saying that, you know, Al-Muallim, he's a massive dick, he's a lying bastard, and we're gonna sort of beat up on this guy, because that's the mission. I'm not sure if you can actually lose against that. If you do, I wouldn't blame you, I don't know. You only have 4 health.
The Templars. You should too. Their cause is just.
We?
Jamal. He told me of their plans. Asked me to open the gate.
You betrayed us. We, who called you brother and kept you safe from harm.
I did what I believed was right. And if you must kill me for it, so be it. I am not afraid to die.
Your fate is not for me to decide. It's Al-Muallim who will judge.
Fast forward in memory to a more recent one.
Okay, and we're gonna take this guy to Al-Muallim. Al-Muallim, I don't know.
And opening the way for our enemies. How do you answer to these charges?
I deny nothing. I'm proud of what I did. My only regret is that they failed.
I offer you a chance to repent. To renounce the evil in your heart.
Sorry, I accidentally pulled up the map there, but it's fine.
I will not repent.
Then you will die.
Oh, I can only imagine how much that hurt. Right through the shoulder, basically through all of his organs. We get back our sword, and we're about to get back our hidden blade, as you might have seen in the cutscene that was on the table.
Some do ill out of ignorance or fear. These men can be saved. Others suffer from corrupted wills, their minds poisoned and twisted. These men must be destroyed. Soon enough, we'll know what sort of man Jamal is.
I've passed your test then. What now?
Oh, my child. We've only just begun. I hold here a list. 9 names adorn it. 9 men who need to die. They are plague bringers, war makers. Their power and influence corrupts the land and ensures the crusades continue. You will find them. Kill them. In doing so, you'll sow the seeds of peace, both for the region and for yourself. In this way, you might be redeemed.
9 lives in exchange for mine.
I always thought this concept of 9 lives in exchange for Altair's was very, very reminiscent. I'm not too sure. Now, Pirates of the Caribbean came out before this, but it sort of reminds me of this. You know, I don't know, guys. If you guys remember this, probably not. It was a pretty minor scene, I think. 100 lives in exchange for Jax. I think it was, yeah, probably through the second film. I don't know, I didn't really care too much for Pirates of the Caribbean. Anyway, it just always reminded me of that. Alright, he's gonna send the bird to the guy in, I think it's Damascus.
What nonsense is this? I don't need his
And then Altair sort of having a, like, bit of a hissy fit. It's like, I don't need people's permission.
You answer not only to me, but all the Brotherhood as well now.
So be it.
Take your equipment and go.
Okay.
Prove that you are not yet lost to us.
Quest complete, motherfucker. Come on, give me the hidden blade. You do need to walk forwards a bit, as you can see. I sort of jutted forward a bit there. We get back some health. I think we got back 1 hidden blade. We now have a sword, hidden blade, and of course fists. Still, only weapons we don't have now are short blade and throwing knives. Here we go. Hidden blade is up on the D-pad, right is sword, down is fists. Okay, that's it for this episode, guys. I hope you enjoy. Check out the first episode, of course, because I'm making a playlist of this, so it's quite easy to just navigate, and I'm